Square Cow Countdowns. Hello everyone, I am Slash Raptor.
And I am Crystal Wolf.
The topic for this countdown is the top 10 most unintentionally horrifying things in games.
Remember, we're focusing on things that aren't supposed to be scary.
Zombies, monsters, unsettling plot lines, and grotesque creatures are supposed to be scary, so they're out. Which is why games like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, or Dead Space don't qualify.
Since there are two of us this time, we can safely say that one or both of us have played all the games features on this list, except for one of them, but we'll get to that later. And there you have it. Those are the rules. So without any further ado, let's get this Halloween special started.
Wait, isn't Halloween already over?
Yeah, but I live in England, you live in Canada, and by the time we were able to work on the countdown again, Halloween came and went.
Well, there you have it. If you have a problem with that, blame the time zones.
Number 10.
Number 10. The Statue of Happiness. Grand Theft Auto 4. In Grand Theft Auto 4, there was a large statue that was an obvious tribute to the Statue of Liberty. The only difference is that the Statue of Happiness was constantly smiling and had a ladder inside it which led to a beating heart. What kind of statue has a heart?
Apparently ones that look a lot like Hillary Clinton. Let's just say, consider ourselves lucky that it didn't look like Joan Rivers. Slash, get a grip!
That wasn't me. It was, my cat.
I didn't know you had a cat.
Well, I do now!
Number 9.
Number 9. Psycho Mantis. Metal Gear Solid. Twin Snakes.
Have you ever felt like you're being watched?
Well, Psycho Mantis from Metal Gear Solid takes that to a whole new level. His whole thing is that he can read your memory card in your controller. I never figured out how to beat this guy. I got so mad at it that I accidentally ran over the game with the lawnmower.
Why would you do that? The game eventually tells you how to beat him.
Damn it!
Anyways, when you finally defeat Psycho Mantis, you take off his mask, and that face is full of worms. Talk about a face only a mother could love.
Wait, I think I went to the prom with a girl that looked like that.
Well, I suppose it's better than going with your cousin.
Actually, she was my cousin.
Alrighty then, let's move on!
Number 8.
Number 8. The Experiment. Kingdom Hearts 2. Remind me again what this thing is, will you?
Well, it was originally supposed to be a character in The Nightmare Before Christmas, but was scrapped from the final movie and ended up appearing as a backdrop.
Then why is he on this list?
Because it was a boss in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, okay. I can see how this thing would be disturbing. I'm just glad Tim Burton didn't try to make another movie with him because Johnny Depp looks nothing like the Experiment.
Why do you assume that Johnny Depp is who played him?
I'm not assuming. I'm stating the obvious. Let me put it to you this way. Johnny Depp is to every single Tim Burton movie as Indians are to call centers.
You're such a racist!
Number 7.
Number 7. Clotho, God of War 2. Fun fact for you. In the original Greek mythology, the Sisters of Fate were all beautiful. See, now, Clotho is what I would consider to be indecent exposure. But yet all the attractive, carefree women are the ones that get arrested for going around topless.
Yeah, and they've only got 2 tits. Clotho has upwards of 10. She's got a huge rack that they take up several freaking floors.
You know, I hear they used Rosie O'Donnell as inspiration for her in-game model.
I can actually believe that.
Number 6.
Number 6. Brawl Doll, Wario World.
Wario World was a weird game. For example, the boss of Horror Manor is a giant, possessed, cherub-like doll.
Let me get this straight. Instead of fighting a big ghost, zombie, or skeleton in the haunted house area, you fight a baby?
Pretty much, yeah. Throughout the whole fight, it laughs and squeals like a baby, which just makes it even creepier. It can also turn its neck 180 degrees to stare at you. Ugh.
See, that neck thing doesn't scare me, because my mom does that all the time.
Nothing human can rotate their necks like that.
Hey, that's my mother you're talking about.
Number 5.
Number 5. Demon Babies. The Sims 3. Okay, so back in the first episode I did that had the format change, I talked about glitches in video games, and number 8 was the baby glitch from The Sims 3. Turns out that I had barely even scratched the surface of how disturbing they were.
This glitch is so common that finding footage of it is a lot easier than it should be. Don't ask us why Maxis hasn't fixed it yet, but because they didn't, giving birth to a baby that looks grotesque, demon, or deformed alien is considered normal. What is this world coming to?
Number 4.
Number 4. This fish.
This game, neither of us have played it. But the thing is, it's too creepy to not include.
Anyways, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, Spock, Leonard Nimoy, was the narrator of an obscure Sega Dreamcast game called Seaman.
No, it was called Seaman.
That's what I said, Seaman.
Never mind, just continue.
In the game, your job is to raise a creepy breed of fish called a seaman. For the most part, the game is boring and uneventful, until you add a second seaman and make them breed, because the way that they mate is hands down the most revolting and terrifying thing you'll ever see in your life.
Viewer discretion is advised.
To lighten the mood a little bit, I'm playing some 70s style porno music. Oh yeah.
Now, if that didn't scare the crap out of you, then you are one sick little monkey.
Number 3.
Number 3. Majora. The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. One of the best things I like about video game storylines is when the developers inadvertently make a game have a different atmosphere than they imagined.
Majora's Mask is a prime example of this. It has, and probably still does to this day, one of the darkest, creepiest overall tones.
It starts off innocent enough, but when the climax of the plot kicks in, we realize that every single person in Termina is going to die in 3 days when the moon crushes them.
The only person that can save them is you, a cute and ambitious kid with all sorts of masks and the ability to travel through time.
You mean he had a DeLorean? I don't remember that in the game.
No, he had an ocarina.
Well, that's less cool.
Then, when it comes to the last boss, it's a deeply disturbing battle against this mask that eventually sprouts limbs and runs around like a headless chicken while squealing like a kindergartner.
88 miles per hour!
Quiet. Save it for later.
Sorry.
Long story short, Majora is creepy for most of the reasons that the Brawl Doll is creepy.
See now, this game was dark. Twilight Princess was just a big steaming pile of... it was just a fail.
Number 2.
Number 2, Genova, Final Fantasy VII. I think Barrett said it best. Where's its f***ing head?
Genova is downright repulsive. I mean, it has an eye for a nipple. Leave it to video games to take the fun out of boobs.
Luckily, Square Enix fixed their mistake several years later when they released Tomb Raider.
Totally.
Good boobs, bad boobs. Good boobs, bad boobs. Good boobs, bad boobs. Good boobs.
Okay, they get the point.
Alright, Mr. Cockblocker. Anyways, that's all the time we've got for this episode.
No, it isn't. We haven't done number 1 yet.
And I'm okay with that.
Well, I'm not. It's time for the recap.
Number 10, The Statue of Happiness. Number 9, Psycho Mantis. Number 8, Johnny Depp as The Experiment. Number 7, Clotho. Number 6, Brawl Doll. Number 5, Demon Babies. Number 4, This Fish. Number 3, Majora. And number 2, Genova. Which, unfortunately, brings us to...
Number 1.
Number 1, Pandora. You know something is horrifying when it's unanimously chosen to be number 1. Not surprisingly, Pandora from that weird Japanese game is, in our humble opinion, the most unintentionally horrifying thing in a video game. I'm still debating whether it's unintentionally scary.
That Japanese game has a name, you know? Persona.
I know.
And they had some great bosses.
Such as?
Well, there was the giant eyeball.
I see.
And there was Jesus.
Jesus? That's blasphemy!
Then there was the revolver Jesus, which was in Persona 3.
Blasphemy, I tell you!
Whatever. So as you can probably already tell, Pandora is basically a grotesque spider with an inside-out vagina.
Ha ha ha. Pandora's box is inside out.
What?
Box. It's a term for a girl's, you know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course you don't, goddamn wanker.
What you say?
Nothing. And at the tip of the inverted vagina, there's what looks like butt cheeks and a whole bunch of legs.
Don't forget the woman's face.
How could I? So, you add all that up, and Pandora wins gold by a landslide. We're done now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, see ya.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I just want to thank Slash for letting me do this collab with him. Thanks for everyone, and until next time, peace out.